The Jesus movement was a spiritual revolution of the late 60s, early 1970s. Many young people in America became Jesus freaks. I was not one of them, but I was curious. Two young Brits, Andrew Lloyd Webber and Tim Rice, had written Jesus Christ Superstar. It was a rock opera that attempted to tell the story of the final week in the life of Jesus. I attended the stage production at the Hollywood Bowl those many years ago. After seeing the play, I was even more curious about this enigmatic figure known as Jesus. Was the play accurate? I figured the best way to find out would be to read the book that told his story. I purchased the Bible. Not knowing where to start, I began reading at Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. It was a long read, almost a full year. I read all the way to the last word in the book of Revelation. I put the Bible away and thought, that's a book of bloodshed, betrayal, and surprisingly, some saucy sex scenes. About 5 years later, I was a Jesus freak. I picked up the Bible again and started reading at Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. Now I was reading a personalized love letter. What had changed? The best illustration I've heard about the change that takes place in the life of a person who chooses to follow Jesus came from the late pastor and teacher, Frederick Price. He said, and I'm paraphrasing, "Before we came to Christ, we were AM receivers. God is broadcasting on FM. To put it in more modern terms, I was a standalone dial-up modem. God was transmitting via satellite. When I became a follower of Jesus, God equipped me with an FM and then eventually a satellite receiver." The first time I read the Bible, I could only get knowledge. The second time, God gave me understanding. Do you understand?